My name is Jami Young, and for my video assignment today, I'm going to be demonstrating a restorative circle. A restorative circle is a type of counseling that's often used in the school setting. A restorative circle derives from a point of view of a humanistic theorist. In the humanistic theory, you look at behavior encompassing the whole person. So it kind of looks at behavior through the point of view of the person doing the behavior, not of the person that's observing it. So one of the main goals for a restorative circle is that the participants kind of look at their behavior through their eyes and can develop empathy and kind of look at where they went wrong. So today our restorative circle is going to take place in a high school, and two of the students have an ongoing problem that they've been dealing with, and it's causing some problems. I do have a co-facilitator today, Jenna Dilsaver. She's going to be helping me do this restorative circle, and we're going to be taking turns kind of leading the restorative circle. One of the unique characteristics of a restorative circle is that it's done where the facilitators lead it, but they don't give any input. So they don't like guide the answers. They don't give any types of opinions. The participants are the ones who kind of problem solve and look at the problem through their eyes and come up with the solutions on their eyes. So we will only be facilitating the questions, but we won't be interacting with them while they're going through. So I'm going to have my two high school students come in here now, and we're going to show you what a restorative circle looks like. Girls, sorry, they're teenagers, so they kind of take a long time. Okay, girls. It's time for a restorative circle. Okay, so today we're going to be meeting with two students, Chrissy and Carissa. Okay, girls.
Come on in.
Come in.
Where's Carissa? She's here.
How are you doing today, Chrissy?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you remember Mrs. Dilsaver from our previous group?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Come on, Carissa. Come in. Carissa? No, you have to come in, honey. Sorry.
It's okay, Carissa.
I know it's hard to face sometimes someone that you're having conflict with, but you have to. Okay. Carissa?
Not really, Carissa?
Okay, thank you, honey. Okay, girls, so today what we're going to do is called the restorative circle. I hear that you guys have kind of been going through some stuff. So what we're going to do is Mrs. Dilsaver and I are going to just ask you some questions. But we're just going to ask you the questions. You guys are going to answer them, and you're going to kind of facilitate it through by yourselves. So Mrs. Dilsaver right now, she's going to kind of go over the rules of the restorative circle.
Okay, so with the restorative circle, we're going to talk about how we feel about a situation. We're not going to just accuse the other person, and we're going to be really receptive and listening and have respect for one another. So one of the ways that we're going to show respect is we're going to have this basketball. So whoever has this basketball is going to be the person who can speak. So nobody can interject. So if you do not have the basketball, you have to wait your turn, but you will both have an opportunity
honey, but you have
to talk.
We're going to do this, okay?
Okay?
I know it's uncomfortable sometimes.
So we're going to ask questions, and both of you will have an opportunity to share what your answers are for both of the questions, one by one. Okay? Okay. So do you want to ask the first question?
Okay, I'll go ahead and start. Okay, girls, what happened and what were you thinking at the time of the incident? Do you want to start, Chrissy? What happened?
So the group of girls that I hang out with, they all made a little pact that they would all wear certain colors for the dance and told me to wear the complete opposite color for the dance. It was very sad.
And what
they were my friends.
And so what were you thinking when that happened?
It was not very nice of them. It was very rude. Especially if you think of your friends.
Okay. Carissa, same question. What happened for you, and what were you thinking at the time of the incident?
Okay, so we called Chrissy, and we had like a theme dance, and it was like black and white, and she was out of town when this happened. Okay, like she like called us, and she said she was out of town. So we told her that it was pink because we didn't think that she would show up at the dance. Yeah. showed up at the dance, and then she was wearing pink, and everyone else was wearing black and white.
What were you thinking during the time?
I felt bad.
What have you thought about since that incident?
I don't know.
Do you want to share what you have thought about since that incident, Chrissy?
It's okay. You can share.
Has anything happened since then? That did you like when you guys went back to school? Has anything happened at school since then?
Just been hanging out by myself and letting me do their thing.
So you guys were friends and now you're
Not friends. Yeah.
Has anybody else been affected by what's happened?
Not that I know of.
How were you affected by what's happened besides hanging out by yourself? Has anything happened at school?
No, not too much. Just everyone knows me as the pink girl. The school dance. But that's okay. I only got once.
Chrissy or Carissa?
What?
Who has been affected by what's happened and how?
Just Chrissy.
So she was the only one affected? How do you think she was affected?
What do you mean?
How do you think that incident affected her?
Yeah. But yeah, sure.
Okay. What about this has been the hardest for you, Carissa?
Her hanging out by herself. Like I feel comfortable sometimes.
Can Chrissy have the ball now? Chrissy, what about this has been the hardest for you?
Not having my friends around. For my support and hanging out, talking, little stuff, you know. Teenage girl stuff.
Now, number 5 is the most important question. So, what do you think needs to be done to make things right as possible? So, what do you think needs to be done to have you guys be back to being friends again? Who wants to share first?
Probably just some apologies saying that they're sorry that they did that to me, and that's about it. Really, it's the simple things.
You want to give the ball to Carissa?
So,
Carissa, what do you think needs to be done to make things as right as possible?
Probably to just talk it out and like apologize.
Do you think you're ready to apologize now?
Sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for telling you that the theme was pink. Like it was really pink, like embarrassing you for everyone.
it's okay. I forgive you.
Alright, well we're gonna ask the girls to leave and then we're gonna do an important part of the restorative circle, which is to
Thank you, girls. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So one of the most other parts of the restorative circle as the adults and facilitators is that we talk about what happens now. So what did we think happened with the girls? Did we think that they were sincere? What were their growth points? What were kind of not where they were being too silly or
And if anything else has to be done in the future, or if it can kind of be something that's squashed now, or if we think that we have to hold any further type of sessions, either restorative circles, or even like one-on-one sessions. So how do you feel that the restorative circle went?
So I think that Carissa was empathetic. I think she was really nervous, but I think she was empathetic in the beginning, especially when she said, that she felt like she would be embarrassed if that had happened to her. But I think that she got a little silly with her apology.
Yeah, I agree with that. I also kind of feel like Chrissy maybe didn't display as much as it did embarrass her. Just from my private conversations with her, I know she was having a lot of trouble with kids teasing her and making fun of her, and I know it impacted her in a lot of her classes. So I think she felt a little uncomfortable because she was with Carissa, and maybe she didn't want to make Carissa feel bad, even though she was one who got her feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So in your opinion, do you think that it's good, or do you think that we should follow up with any type of like individual counseling or another restorative circle?
I think we should give it a week and like follow up maybe next week and just individually see if where they're at, and then if they still aren't hanging out or if they're still not connecting, then maybe we could revisit it or see if it's something that this is helping, or if we can use other avenues.
Great idea. Go team! Thank you very much.